Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 2, or rather round 2 of the Skyfire War. We just had our first one a couple days ago. Went pretty good for me. I went 5 for 6. Didn't notice a huge difference in the Skyfire War, to be honest. Definitely made a little bit of an impact, but not nearly the impact as some of these other crazy wars like Ancient Terror or Lucky Strike. And I do want to give fair warning that I forgot to put my audio on for the first couple battles. I did do a record or voice over of those battles after they happened, so you still will get commentary of those battles, just not live or as candid as I'm making the moves like I normally do. The last 4 battles will have that. And before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. Without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. So, funny story, I didn't have my audio on for the first 2 battles, so I'm actually going to have to record over the video. I will try my best to give you all the same candid commentary that I do in my actual battles, but in this first battle, we're going to bring a Toon team with Domitia and Sartana for some heavy purples against Astrid and Sludges. I've got Magni and Richard who also do extra damage against red, and then I've got Vivica as my healer. I've had good luck with Toon teams against Fergus and Bernadette combo teams, and I've just recently gotten Sartana and her glass costume and Toon all the way up to 85 now, so feeling good about having the combination of her and Domitia to deal with those yellows, and I always love bringing Magni and Richard against Bernadette. All right, so we got a very heavy purple board to start, so I believe that I'm going to be starting off with this purple diamond here to match. Perfect, yep. And then from here, that purple diamond is going to give me both of my purple specials so that I can do some heavy damage against Astrid early on. Now I'm going to use those 2 purple specials against Astrid to see if we can kill her between the 2. Both of them are only at 85, so it would have been stronger if they were at 90. But we definitely damaged her almost to death. The health didn't update at this moment right now, but I'm going to click on it again, and she's only got 130 damage or health left, and that poison damage is definitely going to kill her the next turn. So we're going to be okay with that. And now I'm going to match that red diamond so that I can set up some tile dumping in a future turn. All right, perfect. Astrid is dead. And I'm going to hit that red diamond now. That's going to give me Vivica's special almost. But Fergus is going to reduce her mana all the way down to 0. Awesome. So I don't want to hit that yellow diamond. That's not going to do any good for me. I'm going to wait till there's some more yellow tiles on the board. Not a lot of great options here. I'm going to match these blues here, which is going to set up me to be able to go some blue tiles in the next turn or 2 so that I can get my 2 blue specials. Magni and Sartana both got turned into paintings, unfortunately, but I'm still going to ghost those 3 blue tiles. That way I can get Richard special and see how much damage we can do against Bernadette. Even though Richard is an attack 3-hitter, I got to get Bernadette out of the way as soon as we can. So I'm going to use the main part of Richard on her, which did 2,467 damage. That's pretty cool, all right? And now I'm going to hit Fergus's Mega Minion with my painting just to get rid of that Mega Minion so I don't have to deal with the extra damage every single turn. Sludges is about to go off soon, which is not ideal, which likely means I'm going to have to hold on to some specials. But I hit the green dragon so that I could move up the blue tile so that I could ghost 3 more blue tiles this turn. And now we got Magni's special before Sludges went off. So let's use that on Bernadette. See what kind of damage that does against her. 2,081. Didn't quite kill her. I'm going to hit this yellow diamond. That way I can heal Not going to be able to use any attacking specials for a few turns anyway. Perfect. Vivica actually resisted the mana reduction that time. Now let's use her to heal after Milena heals. Now I'm going to match some purple so that I can get Sartana's special back. I've got 3 purples that I can match up top now. So we can use Sartana against Sludges. I can't use her against anybody else because of that dancing effect. I don't want to deal with that extra damage from the dancing. So I may actually hold on to that for a couple turns. See if we can hit Bernadette instead of Sludges, actually. And everybody resisted the mana reduction. Awesome. Now let's wait one more turn. I need to make a safe play with no possible cascading options so that Bernadette goes off. So I'm going to match these 3 reds vertically up against Fergus. That seems to have the most safest option to no cascade, and it worked out great. Perfect. Now let's hit Bernadette with Domitia and Richard. See if we can kill her or close to it. Awesome. So she's dead. The main threat is out of the way along with the Reviver. So now I can just Ghost Tiles over on the left. They actually have no actual attacking specials left out of any of their heroes. So I just need to Ghost Tiles and slowly kill off Fergus while he doesn't have the dancing effect from Sludges, which is about to happen again. So I've got a dragon that heals a little bit, so let's heal with that now. And then I'm just going to hit Sludges actually this time around with Sartana, since she does extra damage against Holy anyway. Now we can use Domitia against Sludges, see if this maybe kills her or close to it. Not quite. Maybe Magni will kill her. I'm going to wait a turn to use Magni. Probably should have just used Magni the prior turn. I forgot, though. Luckily, Fergus does not reduce the mana of either Sartana or Magni. So let's kill off Sludges. It's going to give a Mega Minion, but it's going to remove the dancing effect when you kill her. But it's going to remove the dancing effect when you kill her. So we're good there. Let's match these 3 blues, setting off a cascade of some more blues. Unfortunately, we have the negative mana ailment, so I didn't get my specials, but let's get Domitia special right now. See what kind of damage this does against Fergus. Not quite dead. Let's see if these yellow tiles next turn might kill him. Not quite still, but we're able to heal. Luckily, nobody's mana got reduced. Most importantly, Richard and Magni. Let's match these blues and purples on the bottom now, and we should be able to kill off Fergus, hopefully. And actually, the Cascade did it anyway, so we should be able to kill off Milena between these specials now. Awesome. 1 for 1 so far against probably their toughest team with that Fergus and Bernadette tank. With my second flag, I'm going to bring Oni Guacamaru with that Undispellable Taunt. I've also got Medea for the Shifting Miles attack. I've got my own Bernadette to cast the paintings with Nautica next to her and Grimsteel to get them activated faster. The plan here, again, is to take out Astrid first. That way I don't have to deal with the reviving. And then Bernadette again so that I can get rid of that factor. And then we're just going to slowly take everybody out, or at least that's the plan. I definitely need to get Oni Guacamaru Wakamaru activated early. That's kind of key to getting this team to work appropriately. Oni Wakamaru does get his special in just 5 tiles. Medea gets hers in 7, Nautica obviously in 9, and then Grimsteel gets his in 9 tiles also because he gets it basically when Nautica gives him that extra mana. Bernadette's going to depend on the timing of when she gets tiles before and after Nautica gives her that mana generation increase. So let's see how this second flag goes. All right, so not a good board to start from a blue perspective. The blues that we do have are very spread out. And again, I need to get Oni Wakamaru activated early if possible. I'm going to start off with these purples here on the right. We're going to see if we can maybe get Medea activated early, and I might have to try to use her on Fergus. Fergus does have a 40% chance to resist any ailments. He gets 30% with his monk class and then an additional 10% with his legendary troop. So I'm going to match these yellows on the left. Hopefully we get a purple on the bottom, which we did. Perfect. So now I am going to match that purple tile, which is also going to make it so that I can match my blues needed to get Oni Wakamaru within the next 2 turns. But Fergus might go off before then. I'm going to take a chance and match these blues on the top left first, which will set off a cascade of greens against Bernadette, but nothing else should happen. Perfect. Now, I'm in a little bit of a pickle because I need to match those blues on the right, but there's 2 possible opportunities for a cascade against Fergus with those 2 green tiles next to each other and the 2 yellow tiles next to each other. And if a green or yellow comes in the spot to the right of it, then I'm going to be kind of screwed because Fergus is going to go off. So we're going to take a chance and use Medea against Fergus. I've got a 60% chance that that shifting Miles attack will land on him. So hoping that it does work. And it did. Awesome. Okay, that's going to make things go much smoother. Let's match these blue tiles. And there was no cascade anyway. The only reason why Fergus got a special is because he gets 5% mana when a negative ailment gets cast on him. So I'm going to hold on to Oni Wakamaru. I don't need him at this point right now. Now, Astrid's about to go off. So is Rosalind. That's okay, though. This is another weird team with just one attacker as a special with Bernadette, rather. I don't love my options here. I really need to get some blues activated so that I can get Nautica special going, which is going to make Grimsteel activate and then Bernadette to activate faster. I think I'm going to take a chance and match these yellows on the top, which will set off a cascade of reds. All right, perfect. And I held on to Oni Wakamaru because I don't want to use him too early because that Undispellable Taunt for the first charge only lasts for 2 turns, so I can't use it too early. So we got to get Bernadette activated within the next 2 turns. So I need to throw some tiles against her. I'm going to use Oni Wakamaru now, though. Now I'm going to match these 3 reds horizontally in the bottom left, which will throw 1 tile against Bernadette. And I'm kind of hoping she gets her special right now, but I don't think she does. She does actually get her special. Perfect. Okay. Now I can match my blues needed to be able to get Nautica activated, which will also get Grimsteel activated, and Bernadette. Love that Undispellable Taunt from Oni Wakamaru. And he is going to die, but I'm hoping that he does what I needed him to do this battle, which is take away the first specials from Fergus and from Bernadette. So let's use Nautica, Grimsteel, of course, first, and then Bernadette, and turn everybody into paintings, including Fergus, who does have that 40% chance to resist. So got a little lucky there, honestly, but I'll take it. Next, there are really not a lot of great options here. I don't have any great cascading options, and I need more blues on the board. in order to get Grimsteel and Nautica activated, which is kind of the key for everybody. But I've also don't really have any purples to match or any reds. All right, let's match these greens up against Rosalind. I was hoping for a blue or a purple in the middle. We did get a blue. Let's match those blues now. I was hoping for a purple on the bottom right, but that's okay. The dragon that we have does a little bit of healing, so let's heal up a little bit with him. Let's match these yellows up against Fergus, and now I'm going to have an option for a red diamond that I can match. Perfect, okay. So I'm going to match these 3 greens first, which will then set off that crazy red diamond. And then at this point right now, that red diamond will give me Bernadette, so I'm going to use that so that I can get Bernadette special, because the paintings are about to wear off also, and they just did wear off. Okay, so let's use Bernadette now. Timing of this match is working out amazing with my specials, because Bernadette was about to go off also, and the painting worked on Fergus again. Awesome, I will take it. I'm going to match these 3 blues horizontally in the top left so that I can match 4 purples next turn. So let's match those now. That's going to set off a cascade of greens. We also got a cascade of yellows. This battle is definitely turning into a battle of attrition, so to speak. But the more we can get Grimsteel activated for that attack and defense growth, the better. So that my attacks from tiles and from my specials are that much stronger. Okay, so now we've got Medea. Let's use Medea on the 3 on the left. I'm hoping this kills Astrid. It did not. She's very close to dead, though. I got a couple options here. I'm going to match these yellows so that I can set up a purple diamond next turn, actually, though. So let's match this purple diamond now. Fergus is about to go off. He's got 311 health. I don't think that purple diamond's enough to kill him, but we need to hope for a cascade. We did get a cascade and enough to kill Fergus. Perfect. Now we've got Bernadette again. So let's use Bernadette special. This should kill both Astrid and their Bernadette. Perfect. Now we just got the 2 on the left to deal with. Feeling very good about this match right now. Things definitely changed very quickly. And I don't have any attack growth or defense growth because of Fergus's Mega Minion that has the Guard Rally that removes growth effects every 4 turns. So let's see if we can try to get that activated. I actually forgot that he does that, or else I probably would have saved him for a different battle. But we are good to go, able to finish off that match 2 for 2 against probably their 2 toughest team. I will take it. I've got Bramble, who is a healer and cleanser. I've got Kolya, who has one of those Mega Minions that safely cleanses every turn, so that will help with Armand Moncharmin's Sleep, with Fergus's negative mana reduction, and then the Everlasting Greed from Silverpaw. Not the greatest boards to start from a green perspective or yellow. We have a decent amount of reds, but they're a little spread out. I think I'm going to start off with these 3 purples in the top middle. That's going to allow me to match a blue diamond so that I can do some cascading. So let's do that, and then I'm actually going to be able to match a red diamond also. So let's match this red diamond here. I want to match these 3 greens, I think. Yeah, let's match these 3 greens. We're getting some yellow tiles as well. Very good. I'm actually going to hit this red diamond. No, I'm going to wait for Fergus to go off first to see if Marjana's mana gets reduced. Let's actually match these 3 purples. I can match a yellow diamond next turn. Again, we got to get rid of Bernadette first if we can, so let's use Marjana. And then this red diamond is going to give me Isidore and Marjana. Actually, no, I don't want to hit that yet. Let's match this yellow diamond first. And that red tile worked out perfect. And we got a crazy cascade. Don't set off Fergus, please. It is going to set off Fergus. Please do not reduce Marjana or Leonidas' mana. Of course, both of them got reduced. Awesome. Okay. Let's use our dragon, and then let's use Bramble. And then I'm going to use the main part of Isidore on Bernadette, hoping maybe she dies from any extra hits. She did not, but Fergus did. All right, I'm going to take a chance here and hit this red diamond. I think I need to try to get... Now that's going to set off Sludges. All I needed was either Marjana or Leonidas. That's annoying. All right, let's see if we can work some magic here. I'm gonna match these 3 blue tiles up the middle. Hoping I get a red somewhere in there. We did get a red. And we're gonna be able to ghost red tiles. Wow. This is going to work out great as long as I don't have any crazy cascades. And we didn't. I can't believe that we might be able to kill Bernadette before Sludges goes off. I don't even know if I need to hit her with... Yeah, I do. But we're not going to take any chances. Now let's hit this red diamond. And we got a nice cascade of greens. Alright, we gotta try to kill Sludges to get rid of this dancing effect. Hopefully everybody stays alive. Alright, let's use Marjana first. And then Leonidas. And then the main part of Isidore, which he may die if it doesn't kill her because of the dancing effects from the others. And he did die. Unfortunate there. I don't know if I want to use Kolya, but I think I need to. Yeah, let's use Kolya before he gets put asleep by Armand. I'm hoping this kills Sludges. Not quite. But I don't even think any of the attacks went back to him. So I'll take that. Let's match these 3 yellows here, and then I'm going to match these 4 greens so that I can heal. And Sludges is dead. Perfect. We might be okay this battle. Let's match these 3 yellows. I do not like saving Armand for last, but just kidding. The fire damage or attack damage from my dragon actually killed Silverpaw. Let's use Leonidas on Armand. I need to ghost tiles. I don't want that Mega Minion coming back and putting me to sleep. I'm still really annoyed that I had my audio off for those first couple battles. I'm really sorry, everybody. But this match is definitely going really well. We should be able to just kill Armand with that Mega Minion. Awesome, and we are now 3 for 3 this war. Perfect. With this 4th flag, I'm going to bring 3 purples, a red, and a blue against this Bernadette tank team. They've also got Astrid as a healer and reviver, Richard as another hitter, Sludges as another healer, and then they've got Armand Moncharmin as well. I've got 3 different color counters for Bernadette and 4 total counters on the team. So Medea has the Shifting Miles attack. Von Rothbart has that dancing effect, which is only going to last for 1 turn, but it's going to give 1,700 damage to that person that I cast it on. I've got Lord Loki to copy the special, and then Damon makes it so that one enemy cannot cast any new status effects on allies or enemies for 3 turns. So let's see how this 4th flag goes. Going pretty well so far. All right, a decent amount of blues and purples. I think I want to start off with the purples on the top left. Or do I want to match the purples and blues together? I think I am going to start off with the purples on the top left so that that one on the very top left does not get stuck out there in no man's land. Now let's match these 3 blues up against Richard. Let's match 3 more blues up against Richard. We might be able to get Lord Loki early if I can get lucky with the blue. We did not. Let's match these 3 greens, setting off a little cascade of reds. Give me a blue somewhere, please. No blue, man. All right, we need to match these 3 reds up against Bernadette and hope that there's no cascades. Please do not set off Bernadette. Thank you. That worked out perfect. Now we can match this purple diamond, which will give me both Medea and Dia-chan. I need 1 more purple tile for Von Rothbart. I'm going to heal with Dia-chan. We're going to hold on to Medea so that I can see who I need to use that on. I'm going to match these 3 yellows, which is going to set off a little cascade of reds. And actually, we got some more reds. And now, we're going to be able to get my blues for Lord Loki. But first, I want to use the Shifting Miles attack on Astrid. Now let's match these purples and blues on the bottom left. Again, not hitting that purple diamond. There's no need to hit it at this point right now. I'm going to save it for when I need it. And let's turn everybody into a painting with Lord Loki. Awesome. I think I'm going to use Damon on Astrid over here. We need to kill her before she revives anybody that I do kill. Nice cascade of reds. That's going to give me Damon right back. Let's use my purple dragon here. I'm going to use Von Rothbart on Astrid. I think that's going to kill her. If not, the next turn it will when the dancing goes away, and it did kill her anyway. Now let's use Damon on Bernadette, and this might kill her. Awesome. We are in very good shape now. I'm going to hit this red dragon, I think. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to hit the purple diamond. That's going to give me the tiles I need for Von Rothbart on top of my other purples, and we got a nice cascade of blues. I will take it. Sledges is dead. We've just got Richard, and I think that's Armand Moncharmin that's still painted. And how many more turns does he have this painting for? 2 more turns. Let's just kill off Richard. And we'll use Damon, hit this red diamond, and then probably kill Armand this next turn. Maybe a little bit more hits we need. Nice cascade of blues. Let's copy the special and get ourselves a Mega Minion. Or we could get some more cascades. And this should definitely do it for this battle. We are now 4 for 4 this war. With my 5th flag, we are going to go up against a Fergus tank team with Astrid, Kolya, Ludwig, and Regin. I've got 3 garrison guards that will resist the instant mana reduction from Fergus. They will not resist the negative mana ailment, but I do have Rosalind, who has one of those mega minions that safely cleanses the latest cleansable status ailment each turn. So hoping we can get her activated early. I've got my own Fergus to reduce mana of everybody, which will not work against Fergus himself and Kolya, obviously, but will on the other 3. I've got Obakan, who will have a 75% chance to resist the negative mana ailment and the instant mana reduction from Fergus, and same thing with Aslar. This is kind of a little bit of a hodgepodge team of heroes that I have left that have the ability to resist Fergus, so hoping we can take out Astrid first, and then from there it's going to depend on how the rest of the battle goes. All right, so I've got a little bit of a 2-1-1-1 setup, so gotta analyze the board here and see what it looks like. Yellows is definitely what I want early if possible, which we don't have a ton of, so I'm gonna have to try to set off some cascades here. I am gonna start off with the blues on the middle-ish area, which is gonna set off a little cascade of greens and some yellows, very nice, and some reds. Now I'm gonna match these reds and blues, I think, on the bottom left. Yes, let's do that. Let's match these 3 blues up against Fergus. Please don't reduce mana. Alright, well, I am glad that I didn't make this move last turn, because I thought about doing this last turn, but I didn't want Aslar's mana to get reduced, so I'm going to move up this dragon up 1, which is going to set off a cascade of some more reds. Not quite enough to get Aslar's special, unfortunately, though. I am going to match these 3 yellows up against Fergus. Now I'm going to hit this green diamond. That's going to allow me to match 3 yellow tiles next turn. Hopefully Rosalind and Shimmer Scale's mana do not get reduced by Fergus this time. Perfect. And they automatically resist it anyway. I have tunes stuck in my head thinking that they have a 75% chance to resist it. All right. So now, please stay alive, Shimmer Scale. Thank you. Let's use Rosalind first. And then Shimmer Scale against the 3 on the left. And then I'm going to match some red so that I can get Aslar. But how do I want to match them is the question. I am going to match them horizontally. And we've got our own Fergus also. Let's use Fergus, which is going to resist or reduce the mana of Regin and Astrid. Perfect. Now let's use Aslar. Awesome. Everybody's got the fire burn damage. Ludwig is almost dead. I want to match these blues and purples here in the middle. Awesome. We're going to be able to set up a purple diamond this next turn, and Ludwig is dead as well. Let's match this purple diamond, which will give me Obakan. I'm probably going to use the main part of that special on Astrid, so that I don't have to hopefully deal with her reviving if I can kill her within the next 2 turns. Let's match these 4 yellows up against Fergus. Perfect. Cascade. We might be able to kill Astrid with Shimmer Scale, hopefully. Let's Let's use Rosalind first to heal, and then Sugar Scale, and then my dragon to heal a little bit. Rosalind is still alive. I don't think I want to hit that purple diamond, because if I do, it's going to set off Astrid. And I want to see if maybe the Mega Minions will kill her. So let's match these 4 blues first here. Region is dead. But we got our Fergus activated so we can reduce the mana of Astrid. Awesome. Now let's not do anything crazy. Let's just match these 3 greens up against Fergus. And Astrid is dead. Awesome. Now I can hit this purple diamond. Actually, let's hit this yellow dragon to set off the purple diamond. And Fergus should be dead with these Mega Minion hits. Awesome. We are 5 for 5 this war against some very tough teams. Definitely very happy with how this war is going so far. With my last flag, we are going to go up against another Bernadette tank team. We're going to try to go 6 for 6 this war against all Fergus and Bernadette tanks. I am bringing 4 reds and 1 yellow against this team. I've got Pepper Flame, who will increase the attack growth of her and nearby allies. I've got Gestalt and Domi Ventus, who also both activate in 7 tiles. Lodius activates in 6. So if I can get 7 red tiles in the first few turns, or at least before Bernadette goes off, then we should be able to kill her with those 4 reds. And then I have Sludgus as a backup plan. Sludgus will give dancing to all other allies so that they cannot get turned into paintings. So feeling good about this match if we can get rid of Bernadette early. Do want to change this troop real quick to the cleric primary one, and then also Lodius to the barbarian primary one. All right, let's see how this last flag here goes. And we got like no reds. Awesome. All right, well, we're going to have to make something out of nothing here. I'm going to start off with these greens up against Diachan, I think. Yes, let's do that. We did get some yellows as a cascade. All right. I'm going to match these 3 purples horizontally on the right. That's going to set up some yellows for next turn. And we actually might be able to get our yellows needed before Bernadette. That is awesome. All right, now let's match these right here. And we got some reds. All right, so we do have Sludgus. Sludgus's dancing effect is going to last for how many turns? 4 turns is the dance of the Slimy. So I don't want to set it off too early, but at the same time, I don't want to take any chances. So I think I'm just going to match it right now and then set some cascades off against Bernadette so she activates in the next 4 turns. So let's use Sludgus first. Now I'm going to match these 3 blues on the top right, setting off a cascade of greens. Come on, give me some reds. All right, we got a couple, but that's not going to be enough to set off my red specials. All right, let's match these 3 reds. Actually, you know what? I'm going to match these purples and blues up against Bernadette. I'm hoping we get a red in the right spot. We got one, just not in the right spot. Actually, I can match these 3 greens on the top right next turn. And Bernadette's almost dead already. Perfect. From the dancing effect. Let's match these 3 greens. Then I can match 4 reds. Just kidding. We can match 5 reds because we got a cascade. Perfect. Bernadette's dead, and so is Gouldron. All right. I am feeling good about this match right now. We definitely need to get rid of this Mega Minion from Armand. So let's use Purple Flame first. And then I'm going to use Lodius. And then I'm going to use Gestalt since I don't know where its cubes are going to go. And as long as one of them hits Armand, then he's going to die. Perfect. Now we can use Domi Ventus on the side over here. Let's hit this red diamond. That's going to give me all of my specials again. And we are going to finish 6 for 6 this war somehow against a very tough opponent. They had 16 total teams out of the 27 teams that had a Fergus or Bernadette tank team. And 3 of them had both of them on the team. So I will take it. Perfect 6 for 6. Went very good this war. Right now we have 3840 with 67 flags left. They've got 3172 with 79 flags left. So they have an 11 flag advantage and we have 700 points as an advantage. So that is pretty good, honestly. I'm feeling good about this war. This was definitely an extremely tough opponent and still is, obviously. So still early to tell who is going to win this war. Let me know how your Skyfire war went. And that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful. And if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're sub to my channel and I'll catch you guys next time.